Hello everyone, this is Suneve and I'm coming to you with Can You Teach Me How to Smile Again? An Eyeless Jack X Reader by RoseBlue26. We're going to be starting off with Chapter 39, YN's POV. And bear with me, as me and half the people I know right now are sick. With Zalgo's power, I am now watching bits and pieces of my own forgotten memories. But what I'm waiting for is this memory. In front of me right now, the scene from my 13th birthday. The last day I was with my parents. Mom, Dad, what exactly happened to you guys? And why can't I remember any of what happened during that time? And why did I forget your names and your faces? I mumbled as I sat in a corner of the room watching the lovely family and their last moments together. The scene then changed again to my bedroom, the night they gave me the instant camera. Do you like it, honey? Mom said to me while they sat on the edge of the bed, and I saw how the sparkles in my eyes inside of the old me, inspecting every details in the camera. This is so nice, thank you. I love it so much, she said. But Mom, why is there a carving light on the bottom of the camera? She continued as she traced her finger on the carving. That's your mom's nickname, Dad simply said with a smirk. Mom playfully punched his shoulder while smirking. Ha ha, Mom said while containing her giggles. The old me was confused and just tilted her head at them. Noticing her confusion, Mom and Dad started to laugh nervously. Well, I guess you are old enough to know about this. Sweetie, do you remember the story that I told you about when you were little? Mom said as she scratched her cheek, and she answered it with a nod. You mean about the Red Witch and the Black Prince? Of course, that was my favorite, she said happily, receiving kisses from both Mom and Dad. What about it? She asked. Happy birthday, my little angel, a voice said happily. The voice seemed familiar, and as I suspected, I saw Cage popping his head from the ceiling. Cage, you came, the old me looked at him happily. I'm not little anymore. I'm already officially 13 years old, she said while pouting. Still a little girl, he said while floating beside Dad, making the old me whine to Mom. Everything just seemed like a perfect night, but why does it have to be the end? What are you doing anyway? He asked. The old me suddenly got excited as she showed the Cage the camera. Wait, are you giving her the camera now? He asked, looking shocked. What's wrong? Am I not supposed to have it? The old me squeaked sadly. Dad smacked Cage's head from the back, and Mom gave her a hug and a smile. Of course you can have it. Cage here is just a bit of a dum-dum from the alcohol he's been drinking. Mom said with a smirk, making her giggles again. Now back to our conversation before Cage Baka interrupted us just now. The story that I've been to tell you, it's all true. Well, part of it at least. The Red Witch is me, while the Black Prince, she said, grinning wide. Dad? The old me stayed with a hint of shock and excitement. But your hair is not red, only the tips are red. Does that mean you can do magic like Cage? She continued. Yeah, it's changed after I gave up my power. I can't do magic like Cage, but I can still do this, she said as she brought forward her palms, and a few seconds later a tiny flame sparked from her fingertips. The old me, and including me, myself, gave to the little show my mom showed me. How do you do that? The old me said, still looking amazed. Mom gave her a wink and said, It's magic, and I want you to take a very good care of this camera. This used to be mine, and you don't want to let her die now, don't you? Mom said. And tilting her head, the old me asked, Her die? Of who? Of course not. I won't let anyone die, she said, making my heart ache. Calm down, Wyan. I need to know what happened to them, I mumbled to myself. I continued to watch them carefully, not letting any details slide. Well, she is my friend, and she's a part of the power that I had before. And she is living in here, Mom explained as she looked at the camera longingly. Do you want to meet her? Mom asked. The old me nodded her head with a smile, and my mom smiled and took the camera, and she closed her eyes and smiled. You can come out now, Fiery. As soon as she said those words, the camera started to glow a bright red. When it ceased down, a little bird was sitting on top of the camera. The bird was a flaming red, and it looked like it was made of fire. The old me startled as she looked at the bird, while me, I already met her before I was captured by Zalgo. Don't be scared, she won't hurt you. In fact, she's going to protect you. So that's why I need you to promise me to always keep this camera safe. Promise? Mom asked the old me, and she just nodded and gave her a smile. Fury here is a phoenix. You know what a phoenix is, right? Mom asked. Uh-huh, I know. Hello, Fury, I'm YN, the old me said as she looked at the bird. Hello, YN, it's nice to finally meet you face to face, she said, and flew towards the shoulder of the old me. You're definitely a little cutie. Hello, Kiro, she said as she made a gesture of a bow towards Dad. Hello, Fury. Dad said with a smile, and suddenly Cage made a sound of sobbing. What about me? He said, making Dad and Mom giggle. Don't cry, Cage, Volmy said, trying to comfort him. He turned to face her and hugged her, squeezing Fury in the process. You are my little angel, he said while hugging her. She giggled while Fury was struggling to get out of Cage's trap. With a little effort, she managed to break free and land on my dad's shoulder. Were you trying to kill me? She said as she flapped her wings. No, besides, you're immortal, he said, still hugging the giggling old me. I'll be the one who will protect my little angel, he said, glaring at her. Didn't you hear what Light said? I'll be the one who will protect her safely. Besides, I'm more reliable than you are, Shadow Boy, Fury said, while landing on the palm of the old me. Both of you are my friends now, so both of you can protect me and I can protect everyone, she said, grinning. We will all always protect you, sweetheart, no matter what, Mom and Dad said in unison. That's the end of that chapter. Chapter 40. Author's note, this episode may be a little depressing. YN's POV. Suddenly, everything went dark. Too dark. I try to pinpoint where I am and what was going on when suddenly I sense a heat coming from behind me. Nervously, I turned around and saw a fire was all over the house. I was standing at the end of the stairs, and I looked at my hand and saw the instant camera I got for my birthday. Mom, Dad, where are you? My mouth moved by its own. My body wouldn't work as what I wanted it to. It's like I was stuck in the body of the old me, reliving what had happened on the night. Mom, Dad, I shouted again while coughing due to the smoke. And suddenly there was a fireball shot out from the living room coming directly towards me. I closed my eyes for the impact, but there was nothing. In fact, I felt a presence of someone. I take a peek and saw my father standing tall in front of me, protecting me from the fireball. Dad? I cried as I hugged him carefully. He looked beaten up pretty bad. Where's Mom? I asked him between my sobs. He was panting, but trying to give his best smile. I'm alright, sweetheart. Don't worry. Just listen to me. I need you to go out from the house. Do you understand me? Take the camera and run. Hide as far as you can and don't come out until you see the fire has died down, he said while ruffling my hair. But I can't leave you, Mom. Let's go out let's leave the house, all of us, I said, trying to control my sobbing. And Dad just replied with a shake of his head. What's going on? Why not? I asked desperately. I'm sorry, sweetheart. It's for your own good, he said, still smiling. And suddenly Mom came into view from the living room looking as bad as Dad was. Lion, what are you still doing in here? Run now. I won't let him know about you and take you away. I'll protect you no matter what, Mom said as she hugged me desperately. No, I won't leave you guys, I said in between my sobs, while holding on to them tightly. Please don't go. Lion, I'm sorry. Be safe, okay? Mom said, giving me a kiss on the forehead. I was confused why she was sorry. I was about to ask her when she suddenly summoned Fury. Fury, come to my side. Fury, following the order, came out from the camera with a bright red color. Yes, Master, she said with a motion of like bowing. And Mom looked at her with eyes full of determination and sadness. Fury, with the power bestowed on me towards you, I order you to erase the names, faces, and the memories of tonight. All the bad memories from YN until the right time comes. And erase the memories of YN from the demon, the source of despair and chaos, Zago. Upon the deal is sealed, rest in the camera until YN is ready, she said while looking down on her hands, and Dad went to her side and hugged her. Very well. It's nice to meet with you, Master Light. It's a shame our time ended like this, Fury said before turning towards me. Until we meet again, YN, she said before emitting a very bright light. No, Mom, Dad, don't leave, please, I shouted, trying to reach for them, but the light was too bright I couldn't see anything. No, I shouted with my hand reached forward, and I was in the cell again. And Zago. He's the one who killed them. He is the one who killed my parents. He was leaning on the walls, looking at me with a smirk playing on his face. So you are the piece of the puzzle, he said, looking happy. Your mother did a really great job on trying to hide you from me. I can't believe you had willingly surrendered yourself to me after your mother and father sacrificed their own lives to save you, he said, walking towards me, who was in a crying mess. He's right, they both died because of me, and if I weren't too weak, if I insisted on staying with them, no, it's all his fault. He's the one who killed them. No, it's your fault. You killed them. It's not my fault, I said, mumbling repeatedly on the last part. Zago's POV. Well, isn't this easy? All you have to do is to give her a little push in the back and she'll be the one of the chaos herself. Smirking, I started circling her. Yes, I did kill them, but there was a reason why, he said. It was because I want you, I cooed from behind her, making her tense. If you didn't have the power with you, I wouldn't have tried to find you. I continued. She kept her head low and mumbling to herself. No, it's not my fault. You killed them. If only you didn't have the power, they would have been alive till now, and your so-called friends wouldn't have been injured from all the fights to protect you. They all have to suffer and die because of you, and if only you didn't exist, none of these would have happened. I continued to make her insanity, her despair to take control. She was silent as she heard my last words, and no more mumbling. She said as her hands dropped to her side, repeating what I had said. And I smirked as I know my plan had worked. I just left her alone to let her despair do the work. Being alone with that feeling in an empty room always did the trick, and I'll come check on it tomorrow. I can't wait to see the results and show it to my dear friend Slenderman. That is the end of those 2 chapters. Holy crap. Let me know how you guys feel about that, and I will see you guys in the next chapter. And then chapter after that one is chapter 41. I hope you guys have a good day, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week. And please, get your flu shots and your COVID shots. Don't get sick. I'm begging. This ain't fun. Until next time, bye-bye.